everyone, today we're on Module 5, Operations on Fractions in Relationship to Decimals. This is Lesson 4, so turn to page 17 in your packet and follow along to take notes. So for Lesson 4, here it says adding decimals using decimal grid paper. So this is a great strategy. You can use grid paper either online or on actual paper with adding. So here if we read this, we have 6/10. So I'm going to shade that in, and I'm just going to shade in 6/10. So when you're shading in, on a decimal grid, one of these columns like this is 10 because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here I've shaded in 1/10. Now this would be 2/10. And then we have 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 6/10. So 6 of those columns shaded in equals 6/10. Over here we have 34 hundredths. Well, we know that there is a 3 in the tenths place, so we know we need 3/10. 1, 2, 3/10. And then I'm going to shade in 4 hundredths because there is a 4 in the hundredths place. So that means I would just shade in 1, 2, 3, 4 because these little boxes here there are 100 of them. So if I need 4 hundredths, I just needed to shade in 4 hundredths. Here we have 8 hundredths. Well, again, if we have 8 hundredths, we know that this is a 100 square. There are 100 squares in it. So if I need only 8, I'm going to shade in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there is 8 hundredths. So now we're going to try to add them. We'll try and make it a little bit easier by having the diagram. So we have the hundredths grid. So this is 100, and we know that there are 10 in each column. So here we have 5/10. Well, I'm going to shade in. Here's 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, and 5/10. Okay, so here I have 5/10 shaded in. Okay. Now I'm going to add 3 more tenths. So I'm going to change color. So now I have 1, 2, 3/10. So if I look at that, and now I can add those up, well, I can easily just count how many tenths I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tenths because this is 1/10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total. So I have 0 and 8/10. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing over here. Here we have 30 hundredths plus 47 hundredths. Well, 30 hundredths is the same as 3/10, but we can look at it as 30 hundredths because I'm going to shade in 30 of these. Well, 30 of them would be 1, or that's 10, so 10, 20, 30, which is the same as 3/10. So here I have 30 hundredths though. And then I'm going to shade in 47 hundredths. Well, here's 10, 20, 30, 40. So let me shade those in. So there's 40 hundredths. But now I need 47. So I'm going to shade in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so now I can count them up. I'm going to add them. So I know I have 10, 20. I'll make that darker. Whoops. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77. So I have 0 and 77 hundredths. Okay, next one. We have 16 hundredths plus 58 hundredths. So let's do this again. We'll shade in We got 10 here. And then we need 16 though. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I'm going to shade in those. Okay. And then I need 58 hundredths. Well, I will do the tens first. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. And then I will add in the last 8. Okay. So there's 50, and then I need 8. So I'm going to shade in these 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. So now I can count, and I can see I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and then 71, 72, 73, 74. So I have 0 and 74 hundredths. Remember, I shaded in 74 out of 100 in this case. So that's the same as 74 hundredths written as a decimal. So it says use decimal grid paper to tell whether each sum is less than, greater than, or equal to 1. And then explain how you know. So we have 0 and 4 tenths plus 0 and 6 tenths. Well, let's do what we've been doing and shade in 4 tenths. So we know that this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 tenths looks like this. I'll shade that in. So there we have 4 tenths shaded in. Now I'm going to shade in 6 tenths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tenths. All of those, and I'll shade those in. All right, so now that I look at this, I can see that the entire 100 square is filled in. So 100 out of 100 is shaded in, which equals 1. So we would say this equals 1 because the whole square is shaded. All right, let's look at this example. We have 8 tenths plus 4 tenths. So let's do this again. I will shade in 8 tenths. So I'm going to count 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, or 8 tenths. And then I'll shade that all in. So each of those is a 10. Each of these columns is a 10. So that means that 8 tenths. And then I need 4 tenths. Well, 1, 2, and then we'd need 3, 4. That is outside of one whole. So is this less than, greater than, or equal to 1? Well, we know it is greater than because we need 2 more tenths. So we would say greater because, B/C is abbreviation for because we need 2 more tenths. We don't have enough. These 2 are outside. It's more than 1. All right, the next one says use decimal grid paper to tell whether each sum is less than, greater than, or equal to 1. Explain how you know. We have 3 tenths and 5 tenths. Let's shade those in. 3 tenths. So 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths. Okay, so 3 out of 10. And then we have 5 tenths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tenths shaded in. Well, it's less than 1 because we see that it doesn't fill up the whole thing. So we would say less because the grid isn't all the way shaded. Okay, so we know it's less than 1. This whole square equals 1 because, like we said, 100 out of 100 equals 1. So we can tell already that it's less than 1. All right, so now on your own, you are going to finish numbers 7, 8, and 9 on page 19. Make sure to finish those. Use the grid paper to help you, and then show your teacher when you're done. Good luck.